Hi there. So here at Mission Met, we're in the business of providing guidance and leadership to leaders like yourself that are running an organization or a nonprofit. And we provide leadership support and planning support and strategy guidance. We've been doing that sort of work for years. And those skills of leading and managing and thinking through your strategy, making important decisions are incredibly important at times like this as we work through the COVID-19 situation. This is hard. This is not easy. You have so many different things coming at you, and you as a leader trying to figure out what to do. You may have some personal things that are hitting you. You're at home, working from home. You've got your family around you in a way that you have never experienced in terms of everyone working, or maybe if you have children and they're doing some distance learning or not. Might have parents that you're concerned about, or grandparents that you're concerned about. You may know some people that are being impacted by COVID-19. So, on a personal basis, it's hard. And for your organization, what if your organization is entirely dependent? Your entire nonprofit or organizational model depends upon people coming together face to face. If you're a school, if you're a theater, if you're an environmental organization that has people coming together, if you're a chamber of commerce, your people are coming together, and that's part of how you do your work. So how is your model possibly changing? Definitely right now, but in the long term, or maybe, and of course, you may have some funding concerns. The economy is taking a hit in a way that we've never seen, and so you have all these different things coming at you as a leader. Well, how do you know what to do in this sort of situation? So in a moment, I'm going to share a set of slides with you, and I'm going to share it's going to be simple and practical. But my hope is that what I share with you is going to give you a framework and give you some confidence about how you can organize some of your key thoughts that you can take action on so that you can lead more effectively during this time. That's the ultimate hope, is that this gives you some guidance in a simple and practical way. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I've got a set of slides here. So the basic concept here is to provide you with a simple action plan for how you can lead through COVID-19. This is for leaders of small nonprofits and organizations. And we are alike, all of us are alike in that we're in this business because we care so deeply about service. And so at a time like this, we really want to make sure we do as good of a job as we can to serve those around us. What you're going to get in this are a couple of things: is a very basic leadership model, and then a practical 30-day action plan. So the leadership model that I'm building all of this on for you is something that where you're at the core, and you have a desire to influence those people that are around you, your staff, board, volunteers, your constituents, funders, and stakeholders, so that you and your organization can have the ultimate impact that you want. That this idea here is not an unusual one. This framework in the leadership development space, the concept being is there's some things that you're concerned about, some things that you would like to influence, and then at the core of this is you being able to control yourself. Ultimately, that's the only thing you can ultimately control, is decisions you make. Ideally, that will lead to some level of influence and impact over time. But the basic reason I'm sharing this slide is that the bright red part there at the bottom, that's the subject of this. What I'm sharing with you now is what can you do, what's under your control that you can do and take action on to lead most effectively through this. So I have a 5-part framework that I want to share with you. And this will show up on the action plan in just a moment. So there's 5 parts. The first part is self-care. Now, this is often one of the hard things for us in the nonprofit and mission-driven organizational spaces. We take care of others so much, so we don't take care of ourselves as well as we want. This is critically important, and why it's number one here in this model, in this framework. It's critically important for you to take care of yourself right now. The exercise, the sleep, the diet, spiritual practices, any of those things as you're going through this, if you can. Some of you, I know you can't because you're in the fire right now. Perhaps you're on the front line of something going on with regards to COVID-19. But the degree to which you can promote self-care, this is like putting that mask on yourself in an airplane. If you can get on an airplane these days, put your mask on first, then put it on someone else. So that's the basic idea here. So the self-care portion of this is the primary component of this framework that I really want to make sure you pay attention to. Then there's care for others. These are the people in your immediately around you, your family members, those people on your leadership team, those people that you can really serve and support. And then these next three areas, so these are the five parts of the framework: program services, funding, and operations. This is all about your organization. And so note that the colors here, these two are all about leadership, personal leadership, and leading others. And these are more around your tech, you as a technician. What are you doing to make sure your programs and services are operating more effectively and your funding's rolling? And the operational qualities like technology. How's the technology work going on for your organization right now? So you take those five areas, and we're going to apply those to a 1 month action plan. And so I have a framework for you, an action plan document that you'll have. And I'm giving you the document itself and a sample that you can use. Now, I'm going to bring that up here in a moment on a Word document and show that to you. But the basic thing that I want you to do is 3 steps. I want you to set about 20 minutes of quiet time, set aside about 20 minutes of quiet time and fill up that sheet. And then I want you to identify someone that you can count on that will meet with you over the course of a month to review and edit your plan. And I want you to set up a set of weekly check-ins on your calendar with that person. Now, the reason why this is 30 days as opposed to 90 or some longer, more strategic time frame is the people that we're talking with right now, our customers and clients, are focused on what's happening today. It's just that so many things are changing so rapidly. So 30 days even may seem like an eternity, but at least it gives you some little bit larger time frame to think about. Then the check-ins portion of this, and having a partner, if you really want this to work, absolutely find someone that you can lean on to sit down with you and review your action plan and talk to you about it. You could actually share this template with them and they can do it along with you. So both of you can come to a conversation on a weekly basis and review this. So review your action plan. I'm going to pull up the Word document that is the action plan itself. So you can see here, it's a 1 month action plan. It's just a month, real simple, practical. Who's going to be your partner or coach during that action plan? When will you meet with that person? And then the basic idea here is in each of those 5 areas: self-care, care for others, program services, funding, and operations were part of that model I shared with you from a few moments ago on the slide. What specifically are you going to do in the next month to address this? And this is super simple. It's not like you're creating some big goal planning template and you're measuring and tracking everything. This is just intended to give you a framework to wrap your head and heart around those things that you need to do right now. Now, I've also got a template here, so you can see here's a partner. In this case, Noel Stevens, just a fictitious person here every Monday for 30 minutes. And then here's some things that you plan on doing over this time. So this is the basic idea. Again, it's not meant to be real heavy-handed or uh, a super difficult framework for you to follow. It's meant to just basically give you a structure so you can think through what you want to do. This is meant to get you the support you need with a coach or partner that you can meet with, and then getting that documented on your calendar when you're going to do this is another intention here. One thing that I didn't say with all this, just the mere act of writing these things down can give you a lot of comfort and direction. So don't just think about this, actually write it down, and you'll be able to get some guidance from this. Hopefully this is helpful. I know you're busy. Taking a few minutes to watch this video, I hope has been a good use of your time. And I hope that if you use this, great. If this spurs you to do something different that's also going to give you some guidance, then I hope this has been real helpful for you. So good luck in these times.